Igarra, also known as Etuno, which means the land, is the headquarters of Akoko-Edo local government area of Edo State, Nigeria. The people, who are predominantly farmers, trace their origin to Wukari, the capital of the Jukun state of Kwara in Taraba State.
Igarra migrated from Wukari, and they were part of the old Jukun state of the Kwara.
The Jokuns, who rose to power during the early part of the 17th century through the aid of their brave soldiers, later began to experience a decline due to dynastic struggles, one of which led to the fleeing of the king with his supporters to Bepi on the bank of River Benue.
There was a crisis between dynastic struggle and partly by nobility.
The Jokuns were said to have pursued the king to Agatu in Benue State, where he was killed and his supporters defeated. Members of the king's family and their supporters fled to Okpoto area in Ida Kogi State, where they sojourned with the Okpoto people.
They moved from those areas and they sojourned in Okpoto near Ida.
The Jokuns, while in Okpoto, were able to establish their own independent society and chiefdom under Oshimi at about 1720. Things moved on smoothly until the Ata of Ida got angry and killed Oshimi for establishing his independent state. The battle for succession that later ensued amongst Oshimi's sons and their mistreatment by the Ata led to their dispersal with their supporters to different directions to establish separate kingdoms, with the eldest son, Oshimi Ozoku, migrating to the present geographical location called Igarra, based on reports submitted to him by trusted hunting parties of the well-fortified rugged rockery Kukuruku Hills and the adjoining fertile valley and plains suitable for farming.
From where their leader, Oshimi, was assassinated, and his children, because of the dynastic struggle, decided to go apart. The first one that moved was Ohemi Nagedu, who is the current Ohimege Igu of Kotonkarifi. The second son that moved was Ohemi Odonoya, who is the founder of the Panda in Umasha. The third one was Ohiminehe, who is the founder of Igarra, speaking people of Kogi State. And we are the fourth group, who are called Etuno. The English word that in the preaching was Igarra, who was led by here to this place by Oshimi Ozoko.
The Etuno people initially cohabited peacefully with the Anafuas and Anivas, who were the original inhabitants of the town.
After which, when we came to this place, we met some of the Aborigines, the Anafua and Anivas, who were the former occupants of this place. They lived in the hilltops.
However, an intertribal war later ensued between the Etuno people and the Anafuas and Anivas, who had to flee the town after being defeated.
We lived initially as a peaceful community, but a war ensued, so the Igarra people subdued them.
The Etuno people thereafter took full control of the land. The Igarra people decided to introduce the age grade system to defend the community against external aggression and invasion, which was common as at that time, and to also ensure that different communal tasks are accomplished.
So this first year we are celebrating today were inherited from them. So when we subdued them, the initial family that went into the war with them were three. One is a Shimozoko family, that is a clan, a Shinagara clan, and Anosare clan. These three clans defeated them, and they captured the drum of celebration today. They are the drums. These drums, they were captured from them, and these three family owns them. They build them together. The first one of the drum is Orimi, owned by Ishinagara clan. The second one is owned by Ishimoto family, known as Ozi. While the third one is owned by another family called Ibaba. And the Iron Gang is owned by Shinagada clan. The group system of the Irepa festivals, as I said, is a kind of it was produced for the orderliness and the running of the community affairs. The age groups are stratified. The first one is Opene Perengo, or commonly called Opafuafu. These are the young ones who are just starting on within the ages of 19 to 21. They will be there, they play that role for 7 years. After which, it proceeds to the next one, which is always called Oporopa. Oporopa, they are the able young men. What they do is that to clear the community roads. In those days when there were footpaths, road paths, or streamlines, they clear the roads. The third one is Opana Abete. These are the grave diggers. They will be in that role as well for 7 years. After that, the next A group is Opana Abete. Those Opana Etenyoku. Those are those that preserve corpses. They dress corpses when there is any death, mostly apart from the elderly men or women. Those were the ones that will go there to relax the nerves of the dead corpse so that the rigor mortis will not set in. The other one is Opatorapoga. These are the ones that are always messengers. They've always been sent, maybe if you want to marry, they are the one that the family or the clans are already sent to go and woo the would-be wives, the prejudice family to seek their hands in marriage. They also form the infantry group in those days where they were warfare, ethnic war. They are the militant. They form the warrior groups. The next one is Opoga. Opoga are those that are involved in sharing things. Maybe there's a ceremony now. Maybe they want to share the slaughtering of cow or drinks or any other thing in as far as it is involved in the community. They are the ones that are destined to share those things. While the seventh one is Opposite, who are the celebrants of this Irepa festival.
Every 6 years, young boys between the ages of 18 and 23 are carefully selected or nominated by their families to form a new age group. The upward progression of an age group continues every 6 years after every Irepa celebrations until they finally get to the opposite age group, which is the apex age. The opposite age group is charged with the legislative and administrative duties of the community before retiring into the Azebani Elders Council.
The people that they combine dual roles, they make laws, they implement it. That is, they enforce the law. Their law is infallible. They don't have to consult. They can consult anybody, but they are the one that full authority, irrespective of who you are. They make laws and enforces it as well. While the final one, which is called Azebani, which is the Council of Elders, once you have passed through this year, and this will take you about 49 years before you can sell that status of an elder man that will be respected for the community. We'll call them Council of Elders Azebani.
This was the beginning of the Irepa festival in Igarra, which is celebrated every 6 years. It is mainly to initiate young boys into the least age group through their participation in the Itutanebe dance and to celebrate the retirement of the opposite age group into the Azebani Council of Elders after about 4 decades of service to the community in different capacities. festival is composed of many events that come up at different dates, spanning a period of about 2 years during every Irepa period.
Festivals is spread and is made up of so many ceremonies that make up what we today call Irepa festivals. It started with first Itutalibe dance that is being organized by the Ububo quarters. Ububo quarters in those days, it was for ease of convenience. The British referred to them as a quarter. In the actual sense, it was a village, but for ease of administrative convenience, that was referred to as a quarter. Because in Ububo quarter, there are different quarters that make up the village. Now, after the first Itutalebe, the second one that came up is Aba bidding ceremony. And this is the major aspect of the ceremony that pull off a large crowds celebrated in all parts of the community. The celebrant put on a different attire, white attire, and after which they organize what we call Ibomi dances, which is often organized on family basis. This thing goes around, after which the next one come up. The next age group will come up what we call Oshishirida. This is the ascension of rock of maturity. After that has been done, another one comes up, which is today coming on, we call it Ochionine. And after which, the next one that come up is the Ereshori.
The Ochionine festival, which means burying of stem, is one of the festivals that makes up the popular Irepa festival.
The festival is a festival that has been there from time immemorial, and it is part and parcel of the arrangements made in facilitating the Aba festival, and it is part of the festivals that are put together to make sure that Aba festival is complete. Because once the Aba drum is beaten, there are other festivals that follow that will make it a complete Aba festival. So one of it is Ochionine. And this Ochionine has its own role and significance, that it is, that it plays in the whole affairs of Aba festival. The fixing of dates for the festival is a joint action, because the leaders of the various, the various custodians or the various festivities that make up Aba normally come together to agree on the date. Immediately after the Aba, then there will be another, consultations that will be made among the leaders. Then they will arrive at a date for their festivity.
The festival, which is to pray for long life, good health and prosperity for the celebrating opposite age group members, comes up every 6 years towards the end of the Irepa festivities. It ushers in or paves the way for the celebrating opposite age group members to start approaching their various clan heads for the conferment of the Azebani chieftaincy titles.
Definitely, when I will be, giving the title to my subjects in a month or two from now, I think it will be a very smooth one. It's going to be smooth because God has already endowed us with the wisdom.
Ochionine is one of the ceremonies that make up of Irepa festival. Most of the things are always being shrouded in secrecy. The major thing there is that the leader, who is called Odovidi, performed it on behalf of all the Ilepa celebrants in Igarra. It is only being performed by one person. So all the celebrants, all the other, they will follow him, but the celebrant actually is not being seen, it's not seen in the public. That is why I said the celebration is only shrouded in secrecy. So because there are traditional rites that are not made for public consumption that goes along with it. So what they do is, the festival, the ceremony is that Ochionine means the bearing of a stem. What it means literally is that as the leader, you represent the interests of the entire members. You are the leader, you are the forefront. So you pray on behalf of everyone that, yes, I am bearing a stem and not human being. So I wish that uh, to conquer death, sudden death, or only that it is only the joy of the celebrant that should witness the next one to enjoy the food, because it is now, you will now relax, you will not go for any errand, so it is the joy. So it is assumed that once you bury that stem, you bury death among all the celebrant members, that nothing, they won't experience death. That is what it literally means. Yeah.
The custodians of the Ochionine festivals are the Eshimozoko clan of Ufa Quarters. The chief celebrant of the festival is usually the oldest member among the celebrating opposite age group in Ufa Quarters.
It's the Shimoroko family that has the custodians of Onine.
Ochionine is owned exclusively by a Shimoroko family or clan in Ufa Quarters. They are the custodians of the emblem and instrument of the ceremony.
The festival is usually celebrated with the chief celebrant making large bowls of pounded yam for members of his clan who converge to eat it early in the morning. After the eating of the pounded yam, which is usually shared according to the age groups, the celebrating opposite age group members, who are dressed in either itowoji, ibanku, and itive, woven clothes tied around their necks or shoulders, dance round the town singing war songs that were sung during the war that led to the defeat of the Anivas and Anafwas.
Down to the first part of settlement in the hills, in the rocky hills. When they go there, from there they appease the god of the Repa festival with a pito libation and other things that are not made for public consumptions. So from there, it's only been determined, those who understand this, how the festival is going to be, how it's going to augur where. From there, they bring it information down. So, and when they go there, when they do that, they beat this drum. This are your drum. They beat it in the morning, and they take it down to the market square in Orere, in Ufa Quarter there. They put it there, they down, people dance to it. So that very day,
the set of Arido drums were said to have been captured from the Anivas and Anafwas by 3 of the clans in Ufa Quarters during the war. After the morning dance procession, the celebrating opposite age group members go home to refresh before changing to white agbada attires to all converge at the residence of their leader, referred to as Odovidi, who is usually placed on isolation with his house cordoned off for days before the event by Eshimozoko men who make him to go through series of rites to cleanse him for the huge tasks ahead. Guns are shot repeatedly while the crowd swells at the residence of the Odovido. As the celebrants are joined by their relations, tourists, friends and all members of the community who are well entertained while the waiting lasts. Thereafter, the Odovidi and the items used for the ritual, shielded from public view, are escorted by the waiting crowd through a dance procession to Ireba Omondu, where he secretly performed the rites on behalf of all members of his age group. After a successful performance of the ritual at Ireba Omondu, The Odovidi is escorted back to his house by the jubilant crowd with the same dance procession. He then makes his first public appearance by coming out to thank his age mates, relations, friends and all those who have come out to celebrate with him.
The festival is very good. It's very successfully. We don't quarrel, we don't do everything. We do it as peaceful.
The celebration continues at his house in appreciation to God for the successful ritual. The festival, which usually attracts large crowd, has tourists and Igarra sons and daughters in the diaspora who usually come home to either witness or participate in the event, is of immense economic benefits to the community.
You look since yesterday now, the community it behaves with activities. People are making brisk money, selling things, small businesses are going up, market women are selling their goods, so it's boosting out the economy. So it's attracting and it's really an opportunity for people that are visiting this year for the first time. You know, occasion like this bring so many people. Come around, people that have not been to this community, especially those people who are indigenous, but yet they have not come to occasion like this, bring them back home.
The festival also helps to further unite the people of Igarra as the entire community is seen in a festive mood few days to and after the D-Day, making the people to fully socialize.
Especially the bachelor and the Spencers, they come, they look for a suitor here who want to marry from here too. You see our girls, you see our boys, that relationship is there. You see all these things comes up.
While the people of Igarra are already waiting eagerly for the next Ochionine festival, the celebrants thank God for making it possible for them to participate in the festival.
Very nice, is unique, it's so sweet, and I enjoyed myself. First time of witnessing this festival.
Then, then this is our tradition of doing this thing. So every one of us must hold this leaf. We go and come back and carry the celebrant. We move to go and do it. Fine. That is how it is.
Major role that they are supposed to play as a Lebanese people. I am very certain that all of them are eager to graduate to that position now, because if you know the meaning of Azebani, if it's translated literally in English, it means elders of the community. So it is not easy to be an elder in a community. So my advice to them is that they should come with matured mind to this group of a Lebanese group. They should come with disciplined mind, and they should come with committed mind for them to be able to see to the progress of the community.
We started with the Abba Festival. Abba Festival is a festival that comprises of all the sons and daughters of Igarra, of which they normally come from abroad, home and abroad. And it comprises of 3 quarters, that is Ofa quarters, Itua quarters, and Ubobo quarters. The Abba Festival is the one that has generated this very one we are doing
today. Well, this is a journey that we started about 40 years ago. And for seeing today, I'm happy about it. I thank God I'm in good health.
It was peaceful. We like it. We enjoyed it. Do you understand? Both left and right. In fact, we did things together and God has made it to be. But I am happy for today for the fact that, yes, you see, we, the opponent that we are leaving legacy for them to follow. Do you understand? Because I'm not coming back, I'm going front. Do you understand? I'm going to be a Lebanese.
It is very, very, very interesting. We are happy that we are doing this thing today. We are happy in the sense that all our age mates, they are with us. We thank God for that. It is God that gives lives. And we don't have much to say. It's a celebration of 7 years. That is why every member of this age group that survived to meet it are always happy.